Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of the Futures Bet series on the Salmonator channel for the spring of 2024. A little show where we basically highlight some runners from the past weekend's racing, try and pinpoint their target races so we can make some money. Hasn't gone too well in the past, but this spring's going to be different because I'm not sure. Let's get on with it. We're highlighting 3 runners, 2 from yesterday's racing and 1 from the week before. We're going to start with the most obvious in Vista. This was its win in the Group 1 Winx Stakes yesterday, flying up the inside to just nab Zugotcha. Now, the next target for this horse, the most logical target would look to be the Maccabi Diva Stakes at Flemington. That lineup, Vista versus Mr. Brightside versus Pride of Jenny, is going to be something special if it takes place. The most probably logical long-term target is the Turnbull Stakes, but you're not getting any spoil in the price. $2.80 seems a bit short. So looking even longer than that, I reckon the Melbourne Cup could be a shout. Now, I've been saying this throughout my International Melbourne Cup videos at the end of them, that I think that number 1 Australian seed going into the Melbourne Cup, well, in the April, May and June editions of my Melbourne Cup preview show, is Via Sistina. So I think she goes, this is in my head, she goes to the Maccabi Diva Stakes next, then she goes to the Turnbull, then she either goes to the Caulfield Cup or the Cox Plate, and then after that they press on with the Melbourne Cup. 3,200 metres, Flemington, big track, fly down the outside, very elegant 2.0. It's $34 at the moment for the Melbourne Cup. The next horse we're going to look at is the winner of the Premier's Cup yesterday, Elias. Very impressive short price favourite winner for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. Now, in the past 6 runnings of the Premier's Cup race, there's only been 2 horses that have won either first up or second up, and they were Mugger2 and Avilius. Elias was first up yesterday, so it adds to that tally. The horses that have been race fit that have won the Premier's Cup in the past 5 or so years has been Hosier, Arapaho, Harpo Marks and Wu Gok. They're all sort of genuine listed to Group 3 stayers, but Mugger2 and Avilius, and I reckon this horse Elias could be Group 1 quality. Now, Mugger2 came out of its Premier's Cup win, started favourite for the Metropolitan, went on to run 4th in the Cox Plate, settling 3 wide no cover. Avilius, it went on to run, I think it won the Bart Cummings Stakes actually, and then went on to run 4th in the Cox Plate behind Winx. So I'm going to be looking at, for long-term targets for Elias, probably the Metropolitan for the win, and then maybe if you're ambitious, Cox Plate the place. I think it's a good horse actually. I think the next target for it could either be the Kingston Town Stakes 2,000 metres or the Newcastle Cup. Whichever one they go to, I'm not too sure, but I think it's one you got to watch. And the last one is from last weekend's racing. It's a bit of a left field one. It's Running By, the winner of the last race on PB Lawrence Day, where it defeated the Open and LOU and Sandpaper and the likes. I thought this was a really good win on a testing track late in the day, defeating some really winter race fit horses in the Open and LOU and Sandpaper. I thought it was a big effort from this horse first up to do it, and it looked like from the yard it would take some improvement as well. Now, I think, I should say, this Benchmark 84 1400 metre race has been won in the past 3 years by last year Amenable, who went on to run 4th in the Turak Handicap. The year before that, it was Military Expert, who went on to run 3rd in the Turak Handicap. And the year before that, it was Elephant, who failed in the Turak Handicap, but ended up starting favourite. So this race has been a real springboard for Turak Handicap chances. Now, the only thing different with Running By is that it's a mare, so I'm not too sure how much it affects it. Running By is not in the Turak Handicap market on any betting company. I've been requesting it once or twice, maybe even 3 times now, and they still haven't put it up. So when it gets put in the Turak Handicap market, I'll be having something on it for sure. But I reckon I'm just going to put it in now. The Empire Rose could be the long-term target for this horse. I reckon it goes to the So You Think Stakes next, Open handicap 1500 metres on Moya Stakes Day. Then it goes into the Sandown Stakes on Grand Final Day. Then it goes into the Toorak handicap, and then it goes into the Empire Rose 5th up. I think in the Empire Rose Stakes at 50s, it's over the odds. So to wrap up from this episode of the Futures Bet series, 2 units to win on Elias in the Metropolitan at $5, and also 0.5 units on the place for the Cox Plate for the same horse. Then for running by, 0.25 units to win on it at 50s in the Empire Rose, and 0.25 units to win on Via Sistina at $34 for the Melbourne Cup. Let me know your thoughts. That's going to do it for episode 1 of the Futures Bet series. Hope you enjoyed. Until next week, bye for now.